My predictions, I have us going 14-3. And I didn't see what JD had. I saw what his record was. We had the same record, but I don't know if we have the same games. I don't know what games he chose. The games I have week 9, Buffalo is our first loss at Buffalo. And obviously you guys know our history. The team that loses the regular season game wins the playoff game, which happens to be almost every time we play them. And so week 9, I have that as the last game for the bye week. I think, the 9 straight weeks of ball. I think the guys, it's going to be a hard-fought game. Buffalo squeezes it out at home. So whatever. That's fine. 8-1 at that point. That's I think we'll all be happy going to the bye 8-1. The following game that I have us losing. Now, this might be people might be, kind of thrown for a loop on this one. I have Indianapolis, week 12, losing to Indianapolis. That's a team that has, for many years, for whatever reason, be it Trent Green, be it, Alex Smith, be it Patrick Mahomes, this team has our number for whatever reason, how bad they are. They have Curtis Painter at quarterback, Andrew Luck at quarterback, Peyton Manning. It doesn't matter who they have. Jim Sorgi doesn't matter. This team will somehow pull out against us at some point. And I have us losing to week 12 to Indianapolis as a surpriser. And then the last one I have is week 18 against the Las Vegas Raiders. That will be a similar game to what our week 18 was last year, where Carson Wentz came out there and, didn't have the best of games. So yeah, I have week 18 as our team will rest that game and in hopes in getting ready for the playoffs. So yeah, week 9, week 12, and week 18, the Chiefs will go 14-3 on the regular season and be the 1 seed in the AFC.
Here we go for my reveal, baby. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. There we go. 14-3. That's what I got us, man. 14-3. Can you see that? Got the whole schedule, what we're looking at. So 14-3. So I can stand up here since I got the whole board, right? So I think our first loss will come actually first week number 4 against the Ravens. The Ravens have gotten a lot better. This also builds up suspense, right? Because the Ravens beat us, then they be thinking, oh man, the Chiefs, are they for real? Are they pretenders again? That's what they're gonna be saying. So I got the Ravens probably beating us the first week 4. I'm gonna go actually to week number 11, KC at Denver after the bye. I think we lose after the bye. I think KC will beat the Bills. Count is putting us back on the map like we are serious. Bye, we're going to have a nice little time. Come back to Denver. I think we drop that game. I think Denver's going to beat us once this year like they did last year. So they read up with a number of guys. I think they'll be ready for us coming off the bye. So Denver is the other guy. The third one, and this is actually a question mark on this one. My question mark was actually the Commanders. Week 8 was talking about the silky smooth Jaden Daniels. And so what he's going to be able to bring to the table, very talented quarterback. I like him a lot. They got some talented guys. And so he's a slippery dude. He's very talented. But I do see Ravens, possibly Commanders, and Broncos first game. That's what I have, 14-3. Other than that, I think we take a task on everybody for who we're going to beat from that point on, man. I don't think anybody else can hang with us. So, oh, shoot. Dang, spilled my water. So, that's it. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. 14-3, I think is where we're going to end up at. So, like I said, if we're doing this type of revenge tour, if this is what this thing's going to look like, I do believe it can't be anything less than that. So, Denver for sure, Ravens, I do believe that, and Commanders the question mark, but I think they might get us. So, that's what we got.
I like your 14-3. I'm lockstep with you. I was thinking about the Denver game, but I went with the game before the bye being Buffalo instead of coming out instead of the game following the bye. Just preparation. I feel like we lose that Buffalo game. I feel like we're gonna on top of the bye week, we're gonna be pissed off that we lost to Buffalo, and then you come out hard against Denver. So that was where I was kind of leaning towards a little bit. I was like, no, I feel like we lose the game before the bye and then win that game following the bye. But we'll see.
Yeah, and that's what mine is. Kind of opposite of that. I think we're gonna fight real hard against Buffalo, right? And it's like, hey, beat them jokers, go on a bye, feeling really good, come back, and it's just like a lull and man, we let Denver beat us. So, they're pushing to be relevant. They really are. So, they got a couple of guys, man, especially in this draft, that's going to be able to help them out.
Yeah. Teja, any thoughts on JD's big time reveal?
No, I agree with 2 out of the 3. I think we'll lose one at Denver, and we'll lose another division game. I don't know about the Commanders one, but that's just a wild card game, We'll see. Jane Daniels, let's see if he takes a step back with a year of defensive coordinators watching film on him. It was the second year was really hard for CJ Stroud. Let's see if it's the same for Daniels.
It's very true. A lot of people are saying the same things about Stroud being the next guy, and then he had kind of a rough season last year. So,
yeah. I mean, Stroud statistically in a lot of passing statistics actually had a better season than Daniels did in his rookie year.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Who did I'm trying to think, who did they sure they got Debo Samuels is over there now.
Yep.
Okay. They got a good running game. They got your, the offensive tackle from the Texans. So, I mean, Scary Terry. So they got talent, man. They got guys around them. Sure, they still got old Ertz kind of doing his thing. Didn't they get another tight end? Didn't they get another tight end in the draft? If I'm not mistaken.
No, well, they drafted a dude last year, the guy from Kansas State. That was their tight end from last year, the second round pick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ben Sinnott. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I mean, they should be poised. I mean, for another year. I mean, they were kind of a shocker of last year's, but to play them on Monday night, interesting game. Gonna be a fun watch. But yeah, 1 year. I mean, JD, you've talked about it a lot. 1 year of film is a lot of film for defensive coordinators to kind of scour through and study. So it'll be interesting to see how a sophomore year affects him.
Yeah, the difference between him and Stroud though is he's a much more effective runner. I mean, he's like sneak fast and good and like getting away from guys, and that's a big difference between him and Stroud. So.
Yeah, they have actually they had some pieces on offense. I mean, obviously they have their McLaurin, Debo, but they also brought in KJ Osborne, Noah Brown. I mean, they rounded out the receiver room pretty good.
Yeah. They got
Gallup too. Yeah, I mean they have some guys there. I mean, those are solid like number 3 receivers, and they have like 3 of them. So yeah, well, it'll be interesting, but. Yeah, it's seeing the schedule, guys. It feels like a new season's finally here. I'm still I've been telling you guys. I still get comments from Eagles fans from our pre-Super Bowl episodes talking about how they dominate us. All right, guys, 2025 is here now. Let's focus on the season. Let's get your mind going on the season, guys. Why are you watching stuff from 5 months ago now? But the season is here now. Seeing the 2025 schedule, it's a reality now. The season is among us. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.